Hi everyone, I'm back with another video, and today I have a project share. It's cards and layouts, and these were ones that I did over the weekend for International Scrapbook Day, which was the first weekend in May, I believe. I'm not sure when this video will upload. So I took part in a online crop. I was actually supposed to go to the physical crop at a center, but of course it was canceled due to COVID-19. Thank you, COVID-19. Had lots of plans this spring and early winter to do lots of crops and retreats and getaways, and of course they were all canceled, and understandably so, but kind of sucks. But so they decided to do an online version of it, and their theme was songs you hear on the radio. So they had different challenges throughout the weekend, and I wasn't able to participate in all of them, but I picked out certain ones that I could do, and so I did some cards, and then I did a layout, and then I did another layout on the Sunday through a Facebook Live, Use Your Own Product Facebook Live. So this first card was based on a song that had the word friends in it, I believe. And so I used a stamp from Stampin' Up, and it's just got that @ sign, and it says my bestie, and then I used some stamps from Stampin' Up, the feathers and the dies that go with it, and then this paper pad I believe is from Die Cuts with a View. Added a little button and some twine, and used, I believe the stamp colors I used, the pads were Cajun Craze, is that what it's called? And I think this is Sahara Sand. I'm just going to pause the video for a sec. I think my dog has to go outside. Sorry about that. Yeah, my dog had to go outside. So yeah, so that was the first card I made. I was really happy with how that turned out. It's simple, but I thought really cute. This next one was using a song title that I believe that had the word circles in it. So you could either do layouts or cards for these challenges. I did cards for some of them. So this one I took a 6x6 paper pad for all these cards. I use 6x6 paper pads because I have tons of them that I have not even touched yet. So I used this paper pad, and if you want I can put a picture of it in the end there if someone wants to know what paper pads I used. I didn't pull those to show you. So this is a stamp from Stampin' Up, and then I just cut circles using my stitched circle die set from Stampin' Up and some cardstock punched out, and added some enamel dots, and then cut out this heart, which I believe is from this die here. And it comes in a set of 3 dies, and yeah, I thought it turned out really cute. I would like to make a bunch more of all these cards just to use up some paper. And this one I used a die from Spellbinders. I believe I got it at Michael's a couple years ago. It came in a set of 2 sentiments. And this one was called Lean On Me. And so all the elements on your card or layout had to be leaning. Nothing could be straight up and down. So that was a bit of a challenge. They did have a card sketch that you could follow, an example, but I kind of looked on Pinterest and found a different sketch that I wanted to use. And so this is what I came up with. And so I thought it turned out really pretty. I'm not a real big neon fan, but I thought this really turned out cute, and I had some sequins in my stash that went with the colors in the papers, so really happy with how that turned out. And then I added a little bling here for the dot on the eye. So yeah, that was my third card. And then on the Saturday night, one of the design team members for the store that put on the online crop for National Scrapbook Day did a Facebook Live, and she was showing how to use stamps and mixed media to create a layout and a background. And so for hers, she stamped over her whole 12 by 12 piece of paper. I just kind of did the side, and she used word stamps that were travel related, and then did different techniques with mixed media. I did different techniques than she did, but basically, you know, kind of loosely followed what she was doing. And then in her sketch, she used, it was circles. And then, so I used that part of it. But for the stamps, I used circles. So I used a bunch of different circle stamps. And I'll insert some photos at the end of how the background looked before I layered all the paper, and photos and embellishments on it. So I used this one from Prima. This one is Bo Bunny. This one here is from CBS. It's that French company. Can't remember the name of it is, but this one from Vicky Boutin. This one I bought a while ago at a scrapbooking sale. It was, I don't know who makes it, but I love that. So all these are different individual stamps. And then these two from Dilutions. So I took Stays on ink and I stamped my background. And then I took some water crayons, Vicky Boutin water crayons, and put them on a mat, individual colors, and then sprayed them and mixed them up a bit with some water. And then just took some saran wrap that was squished up, and then did the smooshing technique where you dip it into the medium and then just kind of go all over your paper with it. So I did that with 3 or 4 different colors, and then took a round paintbrush and then put it in some of the excess that was on the mat, and then like flicked it onto the paper. And I just love how it turned out. And then I cut out a bunch of different circles using different circle dies. So I used this Kaiser Craft circle scribble, and then my Stampin' Up! Stitched shapes, and then this Tim Holtz one I used a couple of times. And so I just layered the circles. Some of them I popped up, some of them I laid flat. And then I used all Vicky Boutin ephemera and paper, because I have a ton of it and I haven't used any of it. And so I kind of made kind of like a triangle here. So I put some here, and then here, and then some there, and then layered some die cuts underneath the 2 photos. And these are photos of my granddaughter that were taken in the fall. And this is a thicker from a Vicky Boutin thicker pack. And yeah, I love how it turned out. It's probably one of my favorite layouts I've ever made. I need to glue this down with some better adhesive, because the adhesive isn't very good in this. But yeah, I'm just really, really happy with how it turned out. So that is one of the layouts I made. And then on the Sunday, on Jennifer Edwardson's Facebook channel, and I'll link the YouTube channel for the lady that did this layout. She does fantastic layout shares and Traveler's Notebook shares and other things on her channel. So I'll be sure to link her below. And then I'll link Jennifer's channel and her Facebook page as well. So she does something called Use Your Own Product. So because of the coronavirus, she's not able to do them in person. So every Friday she puts up a sketch and gives you the list of products that you need, like supplies you need. And then on the Sunday she does a Facebook Live, and she goes and does the layout along with you, and shows you the layout that she's already done with it, how it already looks done up, and then we do it with her. So this one was based on kind of using punches and clustering and layering your punches and embellishments, and kind of making a circle around the circle that's already cut out underneath the photos. And I love how it turned out. So I used a variety of hexagon and circle punches and a few star punches, And then I had these stickers, this one, and this one. They were from a Dollar Tree sticker pack, a boy one, and added those and kind of tried to make kind of like a triangle effect there. Or you could go, you know, here, here. Then for the title, I just put boys because it didn't really have a whole lot of room. This is a cut apart from the same paper collection, which is, I believe it's called So Rad by Simple Stories. It's an older collection. I added these, they look like brads, but they don't have a brad thing on the back. They're like enamel dots, but they're fancy. Also from the collection. So I added 2 of those, and then just added some enamel dots from my stash. And then I popped up some of the punches and left some of them flat along the background. And then the circle, I don't have a circle cutter, so I just used a bowl lid and traced it on the back of the paper and cut it out. And added 2 photos of my boys from a few years ago, and then a more recent photo from, I believe this is from 2019, June of 2019, and this is from, gosh, I think 2014 or something. So I like this little title here, kind of, I would walk across Legos for you. And yeah, so really happy with how that turned out. And then, so I only did those 2 challenges as far as layouts to make layouts. Well, I guess one's a challenge and one was a kind of a class, and then those 3 cards. But then one of the other challenges they had was, I forget what the actual title of it was, but it was basically something to do with finishing up projects. So they wanted you to take a picture of a project that you hadn't finished, and then a picture of the finished project as well. And so one of my series that I'm doing is layout rescue. And so I have tons of layouts that didn't have pictures on them. So I spent part of Saturday using my Canon selfie that I bought in the fall, and I've only used a couple of times. So I printed out photos for I think 25 or 26 layouts that are complete other than needing a layout. So yeah, so I need to add the photos to those, and then once I do, I will do a video share of that and share it on my series Layout Rescue. So yeah, that's kind of what I did on the weekend for National Scrapbooking Day. So leave a comment below, give me a thumbs up if you would like to. I would love that. And tell me what you did during the weekend for National Scrapbooking Day. Were you able to do any creating or organizing or anything in your scrapbook room or space? Let me know down below. I'd love to hear what you were doing. And put your links to your shares of whatever you've done. So thanks everyone for watching. Have an awesome day, and bye for now.